All right, did you think the discounts were over at Disney? Oh, no, no way. Here's what we've got out of That Park Place by Cham Lee. Folks, if you're not yet bookmarked to the website, well, you should be. Disney World is offering annual pass holders 40% discounts on hotel rooms. Well, that's not big news, right? Is it February? Is it March? For the summer! Oh, baby! Now we're talking. Walt Disney World has announced a new resort hotel discount for annual pass holders, offering savings up to 40% on select room rates for summer 2026. The offer covers many dates during the traditional summer travel season and applies at a range of on-site hotels with the Disney Resorts collection. Up to 40% on stays of 4 or more consecutive nights, 35% off on stays of 1 to 3 consecutive nights, aka if you just stay, we'll give you 35% off. That's a 5% difference. Oh my gosh, folks, they're just, if you're an AP holder, they're giving you 35% off for the entire summer. The discounted rates are valid for most nights from May 1st through July 29th. And why would you go in August anyway? It's like the devil's armpit in August down there. Why? Here's where you can go and save 40%. Get ready for this. It's almost everywhere. Bay Lake Tower, Boulder Ridge Villas, The Cabins, Copper Creek, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Animal Kingdom Villas, Beach Club Resort, Beach Club Villas, Boardwalk Inn, Contemporary, Coronado, Grand Floridian, Old Key, West, Riviera, Saratoga, Wilderness Lodge, the Yacht Club. 35% off on All Stars Sports. 35% off. Oh my gosh. Animal Kingdom Villas, Caribbean Beach, Coronado Springs, Old Key West, Polynesian Villas, Port Orleans Resort, and all the other, listen, the moderate resorts and the discount resorts, the values, you can still save 30%. Pop Century, all the All-Stars, Art of Animation, it's all for you, 30% off, and it's all this summer. If there was any indication you needed that Disney doesn't see crowds coming, Ron, MJ, I gotta say, this looks like we are headed for a very difficult year for the Walt Disney Company. We've been covering the discounts. Some of them are crazy. We have not yet covered summer discounts like this, where we're dropping hotels not by half, but we're starting to get close on it. And it makes you wonder who's going to be next. If the annual pass holders can't come through and save the day, who next gets hotels slashed like this for May and June and July? Oh my, it's the 250th anniversary of the country. You can get a discount for the 4th of July weekend at Disney World for 40% off hotels.
Amazing.
Wow.
Let's not forget about the overlay at Soarin'. You're going to have the celebration of 250 years of America. And they're going to have it at Soarin' this summer, right? If I'm not
Soarin'
MJ.
for America.
Yes,
MJ.
Soarin', yes.
Can you believe that there's no blackout dates?
No, there's no blackout dates, but not only that, I think they're still pushing that thing over in Epcot, in the Communicore Hall, the Goofy and the kids, and with the cool kid summer. It is a cool, if you think about it, it's a cool kid summer because they're eating free, they're partying at Epcot with Goofy, and then you got this amazing discount at the resorts, amazing discounts at the parks. But
so
where's the free drink at the bar option when you walk in?
Let's walk through this. 40% off, 4th of July weekend, no blackout dates, plus you get a free water park on the day of arrival. I mean, I don't know what else we can do to get people to go to Disney World. And by we, I mean Disney. They are everything they have is being thrown at this.
I got to tell you that looking at this footage, if you did not know for a fact that was at Disney World, you would never guess that was a Disney hotel. Not in a million years does that
it's
look
a cardboard box. No,
like what Disney used to do. Oh my gosh, I'm like, just looking at it isolated, it's hideous.
The only thing cool about that cardboard box are the poles they punched so you can have somewhat of a view. And I don't even think you're allowed to go in there unless you're an actual guest. Staying. But guys, I did some research the other day and I thought it was so crazy. So typically the first week of September is the least expensive to go to Disney World. Okay. I checked Universal, the same thing. The least expensive tickets to Epic, get this, $1.30, $1.35, I think it was. That's the only time you're going to get a really good deal to go to Epic, first week of September. And the same thing, Disney repeats it all the time. Everyone knows September is like giving away. So all these deals expire right before September.
All right, so let's talk about it then, because we need to say, surely, I know the investors don't want to talk about it. I know that the pixie dusters, they have no interest in this.
Mm-hmm.
The Epic effect. It's time to talk about. Disney is doing everything. I mean, I don't know what kind of promotion they have left they can offer. During what should I know? Listen, don't tell me that the 4th of July is a dead time of the year. This is the 250th birthday of America, and they are having to beg. They're having to give away free water parks. They're having to give away free dining plans for kids, 40% off hotels. Like, I don't know what else is left. I don't know what else is left for Disney to do. And I got to say, the Epic effect is here.
Yes, I agree. I want to answer Texas 8412. You can walk in and explore at any resort on property.
If you can get there.
But they're getting more strict with
parking.
Certain areas inside the resort are for guests only. And especially like the pools, you need a key. But you can go if you have a dining reservation, which I highly recommend. If you want to do resort hopping, resort exploring, which, by the way, guys, the resorts are really, really, really cool to visit. It's not just the food. It's the atmosphere. You could do the water taxis from Disney Springs. I mean, I can go on and on. But what I'm saying is I just wanted to address him. Yes, you could go explore the resort at the Polynesian. I would recommend doing a dining reservation, even if it's not a big, dinner. Just do a drink and a snack, and they'll let you park and enjoy yourself. I wonder if they give time limits now. Do they give time limits?
I don't know, but I would say that it's not the way it used to be. It used to be very easy to explore the resorts. It seems like it's something that Disney does not want people doing anymore if they're not staying on property.
Right.
They haven't, like, they don't directly discourage it, but they indirectly really discourage it by just different things like the whole parking reservations and stuff like that.
I'll say this, Ron. If it's not a monorail resort, and if it's not on the Skyliner, it's much more difficult to get there.
Yeah.
Especially, okay, and there is the exception, right? Port Orleans is on the waterway.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if it's one that's just dependent on a parking lot, say like Coronado Springs, that's way harder to get to just, walk in and enjoy, because they're going to check and all that. And you basically do have to have a dinner reservation or something.
Well, I have a little secret for everyone, because you guys are friends, right?
Nobody's listening, so this will stay just between us. Go ahead, MJ.
So let me tell you, if you want to do some resort exploring, park at Disney Springs and take the free buses to the resort and have a grand old time. And then when you're finished, you jump back on the bus to Disney Springs, get back in your car, and off you go. You just hear it from me.
Just make sure you do it during normal operating hours, folks.
Yes.
We don't want you to get stranded and claim, they told me I could. Well, it's 3 a.m. We didn't tell you that.
They're going to tag me. They get me out.
But yeah,
do it during the business hours, like, during the day.
Actually, even the harder ones are what Yacht Club and not Yacht Club, sorry, Swan and Dolphin. But Swan and Dolphin they have the best restaurants, like Il Molino. Oh my gosh, they're technically, I think those are Marriott owned resorts. They're not Disney owned resorts.
Now, Ron, we covered in the last few months that the hotels for the first few months, January, February, and I think into March, they were like 50% off. Now, I don't think you can still get that deal. I think that's over. But now we know what their plan is for the summer, and it's 40% off. Yeah. So I don't think things are looking well for their reservations. They may say whatever they want to say, but they are having to do whatever it takes to get people there. I think Epic really is having an impact. I think that the changes they made that are unpopular are having an effect.
I don't think they're going to catch up. I don't think they're going to catch up ever, Pro, honestly, because here's the deal. The new stuff going into Disney, some of it won't open until 2027 and some of it won't open until 2030. It's going to be a lag. Yeah. They're going to get behind. They're going to find issues. They're building a dirt track where they had a beautiful river in the Magic Kingdom. They're
Well, Ron, if they would just start building things that people really like, that'd go a long way, wouldn't it?
and maybe not get rid of the things that people already love in the process.
Well, it's so little land. They just don't have enough land.
Yeah, but Epic is already ahead of the curve. This is the problem. Epic's already open, and I have seen with my own eyes their expansion pads ready to go. They are expanding the Wizarding World over there. They're expanding. Yes. They're going to be new lands that I can't talk about that I know of that are going to be going in over there. By the time Disney gets their stuff up and running, Epic's already going to be working on their next new
Disney's response to Epic will come after Epic's expansion to Epic, which is crazy.
And honestly, I think that the Disney bubble that used to be so valuable now hurts Disney. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you are a family, the Disney bubble has been around for decades, right? That's a decades old thing. But now if you're a family and you're
are you talking about Ron, when you say the Disney bubble, are you talking about the idea that once you're on Disney property, you kind of are inside this area, you can't see the world outside? Okay.
Right. And I think that hurts. I think that hurts Disney now because Universal doesn't even though you can go from your resort at Universal to wherever it is in a bus or whatever to the other resorts at Universal, you see some of the things on the outside. So there's so much more to do. Your eyes are open to a much bigger vacation experience, and especially if you're like European and you're coming from overseas, and you see Icon Park in the Orlando Eye, and Blue Man Group is over there, and then there's SeaWorld, and I have told people this: you can have a 2 water park vacation if you're doing Universal SeaWorld. It is equivalent to anything you're going to get at Disney, but maybe even a better experience. At the regular prices, it might it would cost you more to go to Disney. But now, of course, that's why Disney's having to do all these discounts, because they got to compete with that. And the experiences at Universal that I've had this last year, they're just Islands of Adventure is a great park. Mm-hmm. And when they put the shows in and when they get all that they're expanding over there, there's just so much. Universal, they really, really have taken the reins at a time that Disney just doesn't seem to care as much as they used to. And that was the biggest Disney difference. You used to feel in, I would say, the early 2010s, right? You go into the parks versus going to the Universal parks before Harry Potter. You felt a huge Disney difference, that it was so much better and cleaner and well kept, and everything looked fresh and new. And you go to Universal before Harry Potter again, and you're like, I don't know what's going on here. Complete reversal of that. Complete reversal.
And the Epic effect is here, folks. Actions speak louder than words. When Disney comes out and says, "Oh, we actually we're doing better because of Epic," and all this kind of stuff, actions speak louder than words. 4th of July weekend, 250th birthday of America, 40% discount. Please come stay at our hotels. We're begging you.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.